three shooting positions that we have for low light shooting are
Chapman?
FBI,
Hairy Knuckles.
Chapman. Okay, so no magazines. These are emptied. Secondary is gone. Everybody's okay with that. Okay, so the first one I'm going to talk about is probably the easiest one, mostly for close combat, FBI. So just if we're on patrol, you know, a lot of us will kind of assume this position. We use this position for both Harry's and for FBI. If we're on target with somebody, just standing in this position, flashlight's going to be away from the head. It's going to be outside. It's not going to be like on the shoulder. It's not going to be up here. It's going to be out and away a little bit. So we're illuminating the target in front of us, and or again, just close quarters. So we're just doing point shooting. So if I'm just walking around doing FBI, or about to go into Harry's, have a threat somewhere between 1.5 to 5 yards, I'm gonna throw up a distracting strike, draw, come up on target, and then if we're saying FBI, we can say here. If I'm coming back to Harry's, I'm gonna come underneath the weapon. So again, on target. Let me start from the beginning. So if I'm out with my hand out, illuminating my target, there's a threat. I'm gonna stop, draw, come on target, threat, and then this is where I'm either gonna come back to FBI up here, or I'm gonna come down to Harry's, depending on what's going on. If I have maybe too much bulk, I might have to switch my hand position, but I wanna try to marry the knuckles together so I can A, illuminate the target, but B, keep my hand and the flashlight away from the muzzle so I can still be a lethal threat. So the whole time that I'm doing this, again, making sure that I have a solid shooting platform, still using the same body mechanics that I would if I was doing daylight shooting. If I'm doing a Chapman, I'm gonna make the C grip with my flashlight. So my thumb's gonna come up onto the flashlight. I'm going to wrap around with my index, and then my fingers here, my 3 fingers, are going to basically make a platform for my weapon. So again, if I'm on illuminating my target, activating my flashlight, and there's a lethal threat, I'm going to stop the target with a block. I'm going to come out on target, threat, and I'm going to come back down here. So with people with smaller hands, kind of like myself, it's a little difficult to get that wraparound, but I just need to make sure that I have a solid grip with that finger, and I can basically mash up onto the weapon. So again, the flashlight and my hand is away from the muzzle, still on target in the close quarters combat. If I'm further out, maybe say at 10 yards, the FBI method is a little bit weaker, just because with the hand out here and on target, I don't really have that base of support with the support hand. So this is where Harry's becomes a lot easier to manage the recoil, because I have my arm out fully extended. Harry's can act to support it, or it can come into a Chapman's and support the weapon, as well as support my flashlight, illuminating the target and staying lethal threat. Depending on what kind of flashlight you choose, this is the one that everybody is issued in the academy now. We have the older pool weapons. Some people will use a flashlight that may be smaller, maybe easier to manipulate. You just want to make sure that if your flashlight only has one mode of activation, that obviously you're going to be using a certain kind of hand placement. I can't do a Chapman with this because the only way to turn my flashlight on is on the rear. So again, using your flashlight properly, using the right position, coming up on target. With this flashlight, I can do FBI, I can do Harry's. So coming up on target, again, I'm not extending the gun out to here. I'm not trying to cross my hands. If my hand is out or down for Harry's, or excuse me, for Chapman's, my gun's gonna come out of the holster on target. I'm gonna come up and I'm gonna mirror the hands. I'm never gonna cross my hand in front or over. It's always under and on target. Any questions?
Very good.